course. Yeah, now no West Side Carnival. Achimuno. Honorable Nina Asa, Arape very sanko, honorable official part.
I think I'm watching.
Yeah, that's in a Mishra said the holiday. Once Nefini Echon Safril, Wabeka Honani bidding come. Yeah, that's
yeah, that's so that I want so when you're Queenie, what you invite and them there in the white holiday, no pina with you. It's when you're consonant with Sky FM. Now we're Morocco.
Yeah, that's be. Messi and the conversation, and the usual Bogo so a priest acquine. And then go for a cake piece. I don't be saying and we said, no last pass of our conversation. No problem. No problem. Share cast honorable Dr. Kwab, no shade, I Mensah, Wadaroma, honorable, or your mind. Oh, tell them will be a from Kobby. Me a tidy boy. More number one. Okay. Our Mrs. Akoto clinic. Na papa na mama so no what number 2. Na na so number 1 anyway. If I talk like this, virtually I've lived in virtually like all the electoral areas in my own constituency. Number 1, number 2, Chapel Hill, Beach Road, Abanfo, Zenith, Columbia, Infobinwaka, Kokompe, Airport Ridge. So virtually I've lived everywhere. And I virtually have families in every part of Takrady, yes. And see, this is Kobby because school of services. In fact, because we started with Reverend Anderson. Remember Bedwado. You know, my mother is a teacher. And see, no child or mom is also child so Christmas team. Methodist, I a friend of Sawmill, all part of my constituency. Me have a banner today. Namna Odu Ebro, or Market Circle. Nti ye school. No more was a machine, no more scout. I want to win no whisker. And you'll be a low because easy so bit me. Oh, no, Tapa. No, no, still at the same prices in the crowd on bear 5,000. Yes, it is how you manage it. Yes, indeed. I mean, that's the essence of it. Namna now. Call me machine market, so we always at the Market Circle after school. If you are near Abifi or a month along the line, I also some beton a tam. To know UAC passbook maybe. In turn, so not your corner, your call your cadene, Ecosono. Inti, I remember Tam de Bintra, which I was here sharp. Young of Manus, we used to do a lot of things. My grandmother used to let us sell amunchin seminar and see and chroma amunchino at the omo near Tonaze. And I was a Shushan boy, and I used to do Shushan from my mouth all the way to Market Circle and then to the railway station and back. Yes, so it was very interesting. And I also used to sell ice block. In fact, I was a rich man when I was selling ice block. Into Manko, Dr. Kojosafo Ajiman, our share is Kado Hospital. One day, no beef, no so in Timaminton because the way many is can I shop. School be but it's in the right direction. At what age home common here boy? I think I would say from 8 years to about 12. Yes, around those times, yeah. And from Bedrado, like I was saying, let me call services primary. So from services primary to advancement, and then from advancement to tech. And in tech, I introduced broadband internet to the whole of. Now, one of our big Fansman was a very interesting place because when I entered in Fansman, I was a dancer. We used to dance competitions nowadays, almost nights, you know those things. So I also got myself into what we call African Cultural Society, into drumming and dance. But time I was services primary, I used to drum. With the school cultural troupe. So when you call Nature Africa, we joined it, and Reverend Biney. Fully fire. Or not really did at that time. So we used to learn how to dance. Those days in tourists by Cape Coast Nada. What should I special sessions? What do my one or fans from tiny program no. So people like Fifi Banson, where was part of us. Now your guys who Kobby also Abuchi CCR. So we used to do some of these things, and I joined the Fansom Science Club, FNO Nature fan club, and I was introduced to the club by Professor Afram of UMAT. I don't know Professor Afram. Professor Afram no geotechnical studies for Takrademo. Or only technical studies and also for Agona Kwanta to Takwa Road, or UMAT. Yeah, so you got me into Science Club, FN Nature Fan Club. So I rose to become the president of the Science Club. And then some make kaba.
Aside and still now when you cool addition when you do books because it wouldn't be an easy thing for a student to advance him so between a Science Club president because
definitely. You have to be focused. I think that's the basics. I mean, if you know what you want, you have to be focused. Right. And whilst I was the president of the Nature Fan Club, we produced the first science magazine of the Fansom School. We used to have the one for writers and debaters, but we did the first Fansom science magazine called the Eureka whilst I was in Fansom. But like you were asking that question, something you have to be focused. Because Fansom 1 to upper 6, man call out to that. When praying for that. Apart from intercolleges, you never get me go to a disco or go out. And you have to be focused. If you are in school, you're in school. You pass and you make your grades, and then you move on. So I believe that helped me keeping focus of what I wanted to do. That actually helped me. Yeah. So in Fansom, the letter was in the Fansom hockey team also as well, and then I was also part of the what do you call it, the environmental club as the vice president then.
To leadership winning in our started way back in.
And I was also a house prefect for my house.
Regional minister leadership at the started way back in Fansom, right?
I think it started as services. Services when I was at services, I was the compound prefect. Services primary, yes.
I see.
Services 2. Yes, C. Yeah, C.
You know, not GBC. I see. And you know, and next time I can't show any conversation, any the usual conversation and honorable nasi. And you know, you cry in himself honorable or what secondary school on Fansom no. Obey a science club, a friend nature club,
nature fan club,
or more president. Na a year science students for na a formisa club. No, and no aside no na or science so AUBia or science so board drums. You know, and then one say honorable. Achimunim sasa.
Actually the only son Mr. Tintam on the at the age of 5. Na mama yes may start the course. So with Holy City. So that's my mother club.
Okay.
And Miss Aite. I want to name ultimate McDad no uncle.
Say about say be bad that as answer you be ba ho yen so na ye hwe o educational ladder we free secondary school yemra or tech no.
Yeah. So tech tech I entered tech I think 1996.
Okay.
96 and we did biochemistry. And I was also the president of the Biochemical Society of Ghana, which included Cape Coast.
Okay.
University, Legon, and then Tech at that time. So I was also the Biochemical Society. I also rose to become the director of TRATEC, Trade and Technology Fair of the University of Science and Technology. Yeah, so these are some of the things. But whilst I was in school, so me a business and getting it. Whilst I was in school, I used to run an infinite club. So 96, 95, 96, 97, 98. I used to run the nightclub.
Okay.
Same time I know the first nightclub back town had it. It's me and so my grandmother.
Okay.
In terms of the so Asia kakra. So that's where same age man. So along the line I also started selling tickets on commission. So the student will pabuchu kopa. In fact, I pay kwabuchi easily. I said eco school. Eco university na say edu be third year 14 danger school na eco office what almost is here because we never kwada abed and aba complete.
into be a why not you know product school. Okay, school when you are bridging is bia.
I know about my key back when 2% will travel outside the country. Go school. Or 3rd and 4th year no.
Yeah.
Apply.
Ebefa. It's true.
All right. Yes, until 2 tickets now.
Yeah, so these are some of the things I used to do.
Okay.
Back and forth. And we also used to run a lot of programs. One of the biggest programs we've done in Takrady is the Jiweni Beach Party at a sports club. It's one of the biggest. After that, you can see Jiweni. Honestly, campus. Charles Kobby, I'm a technical advisor.
Yeah,
these are the people that we work with. Okay. My brother opinion, Abbas. So these are some of the things that we used to do as
Mr. Kobby, good morning. I see. Since you're free school seminar, but in all of a year school seminar working, so they all can now you're focused and you know. Usua de wo business nkakra ho eno ntu etumi eboa ma on your own no utumi nya sika kakra etumi ede 1 or 2 bia na won depend on your parents e bibia ni a omo na
you know yes definitely your family no. My grandmother for instance will encourage you to start something at a very early age. So even if you need something you would have started it. So when you need support from anybody to support you, it becomes very easy because they know that you have already started the process. What you say. But irrespective of that, I believe Ninya, the most important thing has to do with integrity.
Sure.
Even if you are living with your family, and like I always say, the Obiamba modern non-start BB, the first group of people will give you money to start something, to try, is your family members. But they will only give it to you when they know that when they give you the money, you won't play with it. Say, I could do business kakra and say in chair. I want one for come on. But tell me about mention your pisca. Na if you send them to one be moved to my bone to few from your bella movie. Okay, there will be a manner. Let's say in Paco no problem when if you're integrity issue. So so from there no number boy eBase Africa. That's when I brought broadband internet to the whole of Western region. Maybe in Baha. And we also developed the first voting website in Ghana. From Western region. Okay. So these are some of the things that we're doing, and then you know I've been involved with politics.
Sure,
for some time. Then, whilst I was at Tech, I was into politics. In fact, from first year to final year, I was campaign manager first year, campaign manager second year, campaign manager third year, campaign manager fourth year. In fact, my last campaign that I won was the John Kisi campaign for the SRC. Yes. It was a big challenge because I mean there were 2 posts apart. Alaji Muntaka and their gang were on one side, and myself and the others too. We were there. We were on the other side. So
techno. And now by
the start eBase, yeah.
Okay, no, you know political life Mukakra. Mempesi Ebeko constituency side. Pabako pay can you reach anymore? The youngest regional minister, Ayob not sure that.
Yeah, that's very correct.
Yes, and you know, a day a bit tricky. Like for you, reaching.
To them, a what's a journey of 1,000 miles? Start with the first step. I've always believed that you need to start early so that you can finish early. I got into politics very early, right out of after 6 form. I was made the Western Regional Resource Coordinator, my India friend research officer, and I was the first that was appointed to this position, the whole country, because you know for a very long time in our party we had always concentrated on the issue of organizers. Into organizers no PBL, but in Western Region under the leadership of Mr. Peter McMeno, who was then the then regional vice chairman, he got me into becoming the regional resource coordinator. So I got into politics very, very early. I think at that time I should be about 19 or 20. And I started doing a lot of runs throughout the region, training people, showing them how the results are collated, how we do this, how we do that, which was entirely different from the organizer position because we realized that the organizers were only organizing a lot of the fanfares for us, a lot of these other big programs. But the core business of a party, one, is to win power so you can transform lives. So if you have not won power, how can you transform lives? So we took that as serious. And I believe that in 2000, we were able to win handsomely in the Western region. And that's when they started calling Mr. Peter McMahon the Millennium
chairman. But these are some of the things we're doing on the ground to get the work done. So even before I got to university, I was already doing politics.
Sure.
So when we got to tech, then we started the formation of what we now call TESCON. So we actually are the founding members of TESCON. So because we were leaving school at that time, then Asentu was brought in to become the president of TESCON. That's why he became the first president. That's why anywhere Asentu speaks, he mentioned that people like me, people like the former Ashanti regional Mr. Kujo. He was a teacher, but he was a mature student. And then he came to and other people, senior people in the military, who are also part of the TESCON thing that we created whilst we on campus. Yeah,
I see. It's in the Yembra region, Obey regional minister, ya Medican Cassa, the youngest regional minister, region, ye Cassa, and Yoma 1 or 2. Yempese, ye beck Takradipe. Takradi, ye were visible ones are. And
everywhere visible.
And I know Mammy Fubi Bahasi, they will be born another Abaso. Aha. Market circle, interchanging. This is taking shape. Udru on my who said this is our interchange. Yes, Intinian Shayembra development of the region.
Okay, but before we come to the development, let me also talk that I also became a member of the assembly of STMA, and I was a finance committee chairman. And at that level too, we did a lot of work, especially with revenue. In fact, we increased the revenue by 1,000%. In fact, before we take you over now, there were people who were doing revenue business in the assembly, but we realized that there were too many gaps. We gave them chance upon chance to correct it, they couldn't. Immediately we took it from them. That same year we doubled it. So every time I tell my people, if you have come to a lot of our meetings, like Western Regional Coordinating Council meetings, I always tell my DCs and my presiding members that it's doable. A lot of things are doable, and we should be able to do a lot of these things. Actually, them got a body wire. It's true, some of these savings it may hedge against our counterpart fund. If you come got it. The same thing with the corporate bridge, the old food bridge, and storm drain. These are some of the things we were able to do. Because at that time, my strategy as a finance minister that I discussed with my chief executive, question was that look, if you can get 200 projects with one city, why don't you put the money as counterpart fund to get the 200 projects rather than just spending it on small common fund projects? So sometimes it's strategy, and then it's your ability to raise some money, because you can raise the IGF no. So if you are hedging with your common fund, you are sure. And then my presiding member at that time, he said, when Phyllis will tell you, Kobby, I want you to get more money than what they bring from Accra. Every time he gave me a new budget. So these are some of the things that, like I always say, focus is key. In Titila, maybe said the Western region, I'll start from Izelebo, our Jomro district. We are building another port today, Never Port. And it's bigger, by the time we finish, it will be bigger than what we even have in Sekendi. Because it's going to accommodate over 2,000 personnel at a stretch. That is for the uniform military side. But the city that is going to create is going to be more than 2,000. And that's very huge. Okay? And that's one project that will have a big impact. CCRMK says so. You know, I've signed off the land, the 20,000 acres of land for the petroleum hub project. I signed it off about a month ago. And this year, first quarter, if I catch sort, we are starting to see some of the official buildings for the project. Already, the strategic investor is also in town doing a few negotiations with the port of Takoradi and other stakeholders, so that now we to know about start construction. And when that project starts and finish, we are going to generate 780,000 permanent jobs. Nti banka actually Jomro funya when you're ready. We start to unskuntam. Now kofunya yes one phone requests, manpower requests and brain in term.
Okay.
So that those we have to train, we train them, because you don't want excuses. The what ban also the mass and because we believe that we have the skill.
Sure.
But to for the benefit of the doubt, that's why we are asking them to give us what they want. Then we will produce for them. Because without demand, there can never be production.
No.
Yes, so we want to see their demand, and then we will produce as a region to satisfy that kind of demand.
Right.
is being built seriously. Eba Axima, you fishing harbor, very big one, and we've told the district assembly, the economic department, that they should do a strategic plan that will industrialize fishing and the fish processing and the fish business and fish marketing business in that district. Yampede baby, artisanal fishing, then we'll still come back and come and make complaints. And I say here for we do the man you feel yesterday we have to move on. Eba disco sir also we ejuma nankasa. Adimo aka wo ha ejuma nketenkete to the offices be won see on so we man ka yebe ma fishermen now test project na that one. We are in good state, and these are economic projects. These are serious economic projects. It's not just maybe social project or just an infrastructure project. These are projects, even though they are infrastructure projects, they are projects that are economic in nature, that can turn the fortunes round of people in nature.
Because it comes with employment.
That's the point. It comes with entrepreneurship. It comes with innovation. It comes with creativity. It comes with value addition. And these are the things that AG today on Bobuama Western region. So so that baby will be no obey economic activity be able to know or dashing na brabono wotum weja.
Say I'm free in the ma area na ya fan yembra wasa meka Amenfi East, Amenfi West Central and Christian Honiva.
When it comes to Amenfi East, Amenfi West, Amenfi Central, we have a lot of roads projects serious because we don't know a major area for cocoa timber. No ni a watching na hato. We can watch out in the rest. Watch out, we make sure no trick no.
Okay.
We really want the sugar biano. Watch out hato no the estavia.
And I know a cocoa board CEO.
Sounds like I was yes, because and if you go to Samatex, that's one of their major producers. They will get Samatex for one container or besenko. Be 20 every month, be 20 every 2 weeks, 20 every week now. Wait, look at watch out.
I see.
Yes, and that has industrialized the whole of Samaboy. In fact, Samaboy is Samatex, and Samatex is Samaboy.
Sure.
Obey today is the base, you know, obey military base, but the base will also be the military, and the military will be the base, or will be the city. And that is what we are doing. Into rules over virtually all the rules in the Amenfi areas, we've given them on contract. Until last time, the problem is not the government doing its part of the business. The problem is the contractors doing their side of it. The Christmassy Libey contractors piece, so why I like him one more is will be a GD day. I want to one by site, you know, obey the name. I want to use honor as not coming to site. Should be able to come back to site. We want to go to one
a colleague of mine that area was sent a question or say 2 questions for me and from me to the honorable regional minister. How far with our road from Bordia to Asankregwa? The other day on my show he said the contract will be taken from Asabia. Has it been done?
No, I didn't say it to be taken from Asabia.
Okay.
I think that for the Asabia case, I said we'll do some works in this area.
Okay.
So immediately finished, we'll be getting him to come. And within that same period, so Asabia, the old site camping was given for the construction of the courts. So it was given a new site so that they can get back and do it.
One will deny that the face at Wasa Dream Crowd, the polyclinic will be commissioned. My people are complaining.
In fact, last time, Sunanka President Leba, now a change of plans. Until how quickly he can come to town to come and do it. No money date immediately, but I think that by the end of the month I should be able to give him some dates.
Right.
If I have to come and do it myself, I'll come with the Minister for Health to come and do it. Yeah.
Another question is, so please ask Honorable Doctor, is that things and roads for Wasa Amenfi?
Oh, but he knows all the roads in Wasa Amenfi have been touched. That's what I'm saying, that you should look at the contractors. The pressure now should be on the contractors. As for government, they know we've given those contracts out.
Okay. enti no mo amo ka say adena ya SQ no in favor of a chakra de
chakra dasem in the crowd pamoni chakra dasem
and I am kind point no and aboye share enti na me bisa answer na questions see baba questions ning na in line with what I asked earlier final project I cost so need development cost so that side ne fe yemra empoho and so area has any wasa east so you share also
be the efa empoho no wasa east one of their major projects was the road from Apongwe to Impoho. Contractor now 60% of the work. He's still working in town, and he's asked me even just this Sunday. Yeah, even Sunday I was with him. Okay. In fact, he's organizing to come back. CCI no to kakrakri. Miji wonya won bahar one. Now we're back to come and complete them. Yeah.
Edna me call cancer road mampong. Omo nye happy omo say motumi abo omo aye kwan na bedu cancer efe honom kwan
oye no kwan say yekade dem road no ka project no yakwesem ye ka ho papa but today ninya no when you have a big contractor who is the number one contractor in this country has a difficulty and his explanation is genuine, you just have to give him time to come back to site. In fact, them day last 2 months in problem or year got testing for university no in your tonche be an able to na e besi akuna wo kwesi krom nanim na Kings Park or yeah no naturally Mampofo so withdraw. In fact Mampo do be under masum krom and to onka na akoma into a so the jamasi for Mampofo this way adequate
enti Mampofo enra me ba ho na mo se nyame adma 2024 monto
what traba ebe ya mo what traba
mo se o mo de
what are strong good but catch your yan people know you strong good what traba ya say ebe ya mo I was the first campaign manager for Nabujugati.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so Mampodi or Imkru, I mean, one corner on a hunter basanum, one corner comment.
I don't know when you happy cry.
One corner comment.
And a assurance I
one corner comment. In the road, no cry or cat impu. That time may act as MC, Mishema, or the Bubana did go my road no to me connected. One corner comment to you. Okay, anyone them.
All right, it's Mambo for and some more to Mubuna, Adiomo, and Emona. For your strategic plan and more at the March region, war, and idea.
Oh, we did there for this year. We'll be doing a few major projects. Okay. We'll be building 10 new astroturfs. It's a fact. Maybe to the honorable Ama, there, or Buame Yetumi, one astroturf for Kwisintim SDA. Park Tonche Babado. Efa honorable Kojokumsa also the Boamia Yako Agunan Quanta. Efa honorable Abeka also Boama Yako yes, and then other parts of the region. In fact, by the end of this year, every constituency in Western region, and then Anadu Damko Akufo-Addo and myself and our MPs, MPs. Every constituency will have an astroturf.
Okay.
Otodibio. Honorable Saniso or Boamia market Kesokol Edum Banso. Okay. I want to let you know that the MPP and its MPs you lobby enough to make sure that Adibio belong to Western region beyond NCA Benya. Na Yadako. Okay. Yadako Yedenim.
Banner entrepreneurs or yen region in my Ashanti region, for instance, you say individuals be more said Dr. Kwame Chemo, and despite money, few other angel papa say, you know, among age na brand, you see how she will be, but as a minister, or science or business background, as or entrepreneurship background, no, a day in a to media boy individuals be moments or sign so I didn't know to me.
We did it. If we tell our boss Sky was not it's one outstanding individual or a businessman, and he thinks like the MPP way. Capitalism, invest, make money, let's share and chop. And that's how we want to move away from sharing when you have not created. Alamwa into Sabesha regional minister. Every day I talk about what entrepreneurship, because today my mechanic and then another government we've been able to do something differently with the public sector. I mean, you're banning from Kwame time, I bet you I hear time. Now, no, you my ban. Where 320,000 pay.
be ya double no plus 25%. From 320,000 to 320,000 to 720,000. Over 125% increase. And when it comes to history in the public sector, we've done it. And now our attention is shifting to creating decent jobs in the private sector, because they make 95% of the problems. Into the way you be to you start you be portal go for P were interested go for P apply. And sometimes our biggest challenge was that sometimes we build them portals and go for apply, because if you want to apply Kobby we into feel why does he have to bother himself. Now a true application letters in any juma it's a true to then first of all you want NGO newa say 20 letters a day 20 letters asasa nti sa ko invest na wadu le pedo bi no mo dwuma da ese na akukuru na dajer no so tro letters na edene edinya na se entumi tro letters na na say sharp so which is the best thing is to create your own business. Nti once you are applying for grant, you are applying for loan, you have to apply until you get what, but before you start before you start because you will be a 2-page business plan, at least so that in his mind he knows exactly what you want to do and the results you want to get. The more opportunities to them you should apply. Pina baba Pina only has to be for government. So if you cry NGOs, if you are hubs, entrepreneurship hub, tech hubs now, you should apply and go. Because in yade wankasa even you wejuma. Na pede millionaire sa. You can never be a millionaire by working for somebody. No. Say you mu bi na chewa so e de gada on kakra. Na da build capital kakra, na da build networks kakra, e de sua da pede e ye na kakra. So when you launch out there you can succeed. Inti Western region oyada dem loans yes obi apply bi. Otodubium so. Sebehwa mbeye wenya minister every 4th August be oye Founders Day biane. You use that to appreciate and award the businessmen and entrepreneurs across the region. And we call it the PA Grant Award for Business Excellence. And the Western Regional Business Awards, that's what we do. And the idea is to encourage our business people to do more. Now today man kasa I can about Chainum, Angelnum, Despitenum, all these people. There's something that you need to appreciate. They have a product or a service. Sky Power NG Krimewa. Yeah, I'm saying this for a fact. You have to have a product or a service. If you have a product or a service, you can do on it. Sure. West Side Carnival. It's a product. I am of Mano. Uncle say and a so why a carnival? I'm back carnival next uncle say, oh, there will be you. And I'm sure. We create a certain what? Because Obyoro Chombia or also you should do video day. I say back carnival and you are qualified to do something different. Or the first land where a sky a music a billboard of no friend. We with music about for the week. Countdown. I mean, it's about Jitra Hannes or a countdown. Who will tell you that you listen on Saturday? You listen. So it's a product. And because of that, my musicians in your so near then. And because everybody was tuning in here, all the advertisers wanted to watch. That's and see, don't go for your product or service. And that is the only way we can get out of our difficulties. Nancy, education for your program, and I told them that for me, we have to let people understand that one, when we are going through school, we should develop the mindset of critical thinking. Now, critical thinking should be based on financial literacy and entrepreneurship. Because I mean, let's put that one there. What do we do? If I can't even become rich immediately, I should start so that my children can continue or my neighbors can continue and create value out of it. in time the immediate education or your key for us to be able to achieve success when it even comes to our entrepreneurship.
But Bisa say Shama Junction to Takrady Road no more plans say you be no double road.
Yes. Okay. Very correct. Very yes. The proposal no crap. You can share president and you need to accommodate then. Yes, but in there, be step by step. I'm there now. No, our currency is to look at Takrady to Takwa. Okay. Takrady to Takwa, because when you're able to do that, we can connect the rest of the region in 3 hours.
And they say, how can you contract and year, Chuma? Because last Tuesday,
okay, also I feel to sleep until the first.
Now we did so much for finance. It's now obviously say traffic from Nshaban in Penson, Kodru Krum, Nisa, Fijai area, Hob, and I'm say terrible, and also no.
We'll look at it for them.
Okay.
We'll look at it. But in the portals, Kakraswodo, into Asabia Ole, Kodru Krum Kakribina problem, or you are lapa, and when you should be fussy, it's not the normal cut, clarify, cut, and then replace. They are correcting the water problem underground. In fact, pipes and couture what I share a Katendi Asukra. Obu my friend then 1 million Ghana cedis.
I see.
Yeah, pipes and pipes keke. Special pipes where you would draw pass what the pipes and couture what I shall say. So much money. Initial was started was 200,000. It's you walk away, I don't know. Baby.
All right. Yeah, what are some of the challenges being an MP for Takrady and being the regional minister?
Oh, I don't think that you might say in the okay them by the regional so be say no but it's a ba very so ba how are you na them say no position every Saturday be amukroma in December full week. I don't think it will create any problem. Okay. I believe that it's all boiled down to building relationship with people and then people understanding that the job you are doing with them and for them. And patience is key on both sides for us to be able to work this thing together.
Do you have system and processes are ultimate quality feedback on your stewardship? And I say, President now point you into render accounts and farm man for or some year.
Oh, and I say a reading of account enemy. I have a minimum of 2.
Okay. Regional
coordinating council meetings every year, and I account to every DCE and I account to every presiding member in the region. Yes, apart from that, there's also a budget session that I do with the districts. And then a lot of the districts also do things like town hall meetings that I do whatever it takes to join them as part of those town hall meetings so I can get feedback of what people are looking for. And then I also have an office. Sure. So if anybody has a problem, you can send us a letter, send us a petition. Okay. And I have an MP's office which you can send in Takrady, which is next to Joshua. Darko. Now, we have a regional administration. Honestly, I have a lot of constituency executives, regional executives. All these people are conduits that you can pass, apart from sending me a text on my phone or making a call to me. See, these are easy ways of getting to me.
Right. I know, but say if I call Skakra.
No problem.
Right. Since you know, over to me, I join the conversation 0244 103301 0244 103301. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pacho din be okase free.
Now.
Yeah, panya yentio.
Panya ni amafri. And then Michelle honorable for the workers of Papa. I don't know about Boshasa no they would do politics to this time around the nation. Naomi. There for market circle usui. Kwame Kumana the market circle be so. Now yenya minister be today honorable for Kobby Chilaku Mensah. We to abu market circle with the fofono. You never nasi. Never nasi papa. We demand no e no bon. And this baby Ghana do for 18 years or 25 years now. Want to answer them for a market circle amen. And to have a market circle, you say ya teaching ya by pretty to run about one hour. You better not papa. You better say we are for them confront to them. One form for them to the man. You better and do one for what for them confront to the man.
Pana, yeah, that's it. Hello. Okay. Saying it. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Delany.
The line to you.
Yo. Which you are honorable. Markade. That's not Regiment when you go with. I want to be more. If you there, on your beauty can. No more in do one walk at you. Because Mensah is Eba, I make him have at least also look at the way. Yes, can consult. Now, I can region one, Mensah. Simple series of demonstrations. You will order. Regional Minister, series of demonstrations. One will change point. You will order. In fact, I didn't know what happened. Yes, in that. Sir, everybody, the better Okyere the source of funding. You would schedule our day because if you want to know, a corner of your Worcester power, your shame one. Because companies will check up. That's our Ghana. What the fuel of Ghana? If it's a way you don't know, let's take a day to that's why you would all what way expansion. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some of us, you
The line, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Mensah.
Yes.
Messi. Anyansa ta konsa mudufu sunsun one some one and one problem. Also, the eye of the region. Honorable Dr. Okyere Mensah. Obakane number Chairman Basi. Wardono. Yamin Chun Boot and Coco Bazanka and Cotton President Ben's Nazi. Che, if you are the Western region, ya lock it. The University, Warfran, Honorable Kobby. No, ye, Secunator Cradini. Number no say ya so. Waba assembly. My audience is a father to claim. No say. Essentially, now we say, young Friday from 1957, JDA independence. Young women instituted through Honorable Kobby as regional minister in the Union Institute war, airport runabout in the park grant, Shedobu Road, in the GMPC head office. We use the Accra and the Olabata Friday, Echo GSS and the Wabaso. Mayor Shedobu Road. What you from background to Steko Johnson. He now you compare man papa. Now in your papa will only MP today. Lawyer to coffee the Mensah second MP. Men are to Honorable Joseph Kudo, Honorable Prince Amidama, Honorable Joe Gatti, Honorable Mekudika. Them MPC now, Honorable Kodoku. One bomb them put to bagay. Naomi,
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mark came Pasha to say,
Yamian Romantic Personal
Pasha me and Pasha into
you, meet here honorable Papa. Menena, you demand Olivia. He never discriminates whoever that you pass or appreciate you. Send me Pasha in my and Naomi, other countries who are compact to the one from being at yeah, say, they can be sacred. And about smart card, free man, only one place can you commercial bank pay. And now, the wood will make papa power free. It's card over I did offer that card. If you read the yes, most of the workers to me, the time in the and so our working area. Regional land saying, man, secondly, you come at short time. Mamma, no, my and I see some vantage point, which you can short time. But the pen was a then.
Yeah, that's the original market. So, yeah, after for next year time when see now I responded to issues now more raising say yes I see market and last call on it
actually ATM machine secondly a coupe no hunting trying in fact bear could be in San Beckham we might have to talk to others any of the rural banks or secondly to also get one. Okay. So that we tuna were buying. Okay. We can also speak to the banks, at least maybe library or secondary library, they can also put one of the banks or can have a universal bank put one additional ATM or apart from our commercial bank.
Okay.
So we'll work on it.
Quite a free power grant.
Bypassing, I think we are looking at two options. One through New Takrady, through Puase, Junkotompo.
Okay.
That's one we are looking at. And then another one was the one through New Takrady. But the Buffalo Hotel and Chen. Now we pay Chinese say we pay Lighthouse Chapel. Okay. So I funding they send Kotompona. Okay. So these are the two that we are looking at.
And the source of funding for a road construction work also power grants
or a loan. Okay. But I think that he was asking that in relation to a shame.
Yeah.
I want him to understand that a shame is a peculiar situation, and it's been captured. There's something that will work on it. It's in the process. If I think the shame no war papa. Usually to be a GOG. We are looking at, there are two options we are looking at. STMA or car park Kasibia Wali. So the idea is to do that road and do it as a paved road, so that the trucks that will be using it will pay toll on it as part of the truck project. All other cars, the trucks, non taxis will only be passing free into the village.
Right. Now, on one side beside, no case, you catering constituency say, Banner Quine Papa.
But you are a is called the catering, it's just that you agree, no side didn't know on your papa. Now, a shame, one, a shame, and no is one, and we'll deal with it. When you're in one hotel, to them, first now, road in me, road papa, ni or friend, any John Beta, yay. Today, a diabini, maybe no, yay. Inti every before the today Casarod maybe no yay. Inti only is Kado constituency. Inti me pede munya regime day. MP before the more we are with you, the more we deliver. Inti we won't keep any and deliver the man. And yet no yet be the dan as no ye jato no. And we are so committed to our promises. We are so committed to our work contract. When they keep us in power, we will continue to deliver for the good life of everybody.
But
the contractor was site, contract and levy. The work is a little bit slow, but contractor will fully start activating itself going forward.
Yeah, point a discussion in and I pay a fin will be a tuning in going into 2023. A day and shame say RCC now or no. Mobile dear boy individual side more infrastructure wise ni BB.
Oh, infrastructure the market.
But be a two.
Okay. Yes. This year we are delivering 10 new astroturfs.
Okay.
We are delivering 10 new markets, and we deliver 20 new toilets for villages. Wonibi.
Yeah, that's an appreciate to suffer.
It was so.
Now, me sure some more official part. Meaning, say, a free 2023, uncle's lady, ye PI, ye be no big and large.
In fact, the pedo will be inviting Uncle Fontem. No boy on tem, no baby dantem.
Okay.
Because no book in tem. A book is I need to check a crack to do. No, be able to add new book. I don't know because this year Christmas 25th nala. Remember Saturday, yeah. This year also Saturday. Sunday. 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 This year, last year Sunday.
Last year.
This year Saturday. Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Good. It's a long holiday, and I'm
any big in a watch it.
It's your birthday. You will be no cry. You will be no cry.
Yeah, that's it. Say, Yamisha. Yeah, that's it, Papa. Yeah, regional minister, Honorable Dr. Kabno Shreda, who Mensah and pay, Abo and Komo, Jolly Breakfast Show, is way a special edition, Constitutional Day, and a holiday, and Yabo and Koma. Say, Yejna, no so na story, so, Uncle Jojo, Enusin, so a banefe, or them suku, Waba, Abetwaso, Eddie, news, Obeba. Oh, okay. Obono ma eba news at 10 eba wa kwan emu Naomi free nyano chema